Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about a drama thriller film called The Nightingale from 2018. Enjoy your viewing. 1825, Tasmania, the time of the Black War. Claire lives with her husband Aidan and their young daughter. The girl is called Nightingale because she has excellent vocal skills. On the day the military leadership arrives in town, Claire performs in front of the soldiers. She used to be in prison, and now she hopes to get the long-awaited documents that will give her freedom. After her speech, Lieutenant Hawkins invites her to talk to him. He hints to her that it would be nice to receive gratitude for everything he has done for her. When she refuses, he takes the girl by force. Upon returning home, Claire tries to hide what happened from her husband by all means. When Aidan finds out that the release papers have not yet been signed, he decides to go to Hawkins personally. Early in the morning, she watches with fear as her husband and the lieutenant leave for a conversation. A few minutes later, the husband returns to work, telling his wife that nothing has come of it. In the evening, under the influence of alcohol, Aidan attacks Hawkins in a tavern. Commander-in-Chief Goodwin witnesses the fight. He summons the lieutenant to his office and chides him for what happened. Goodwin informs him that he will not allow Hawkins to receive a recommendation for the rank of captain. After the conversation, the irritated lieutenant decides to visit Carol's family. In his opinion, they are the cause of his unhappiness. He takes Sergeant Roos and Warrant Officer Jago with him, and they break into the young family's home. To cause Aidan maximum suffering, Hawkins captures Claire right in front of her husband's eyes. After that, he eliminates the man and offers Roos to take advantage of the girl. Unable to stand the baby's crying, Jaga does the bad thing and bangs her head against the door. Realizing that they have committed serious crimes, the lieutenant orders Jago to get rid of Claire. Unable to find the strength to shoot, the soldier hits the girl with his rifle butt. When Claire wakes up, she looks in horror at the body of her husband and daughter. The inconsolable woman goes to the commandant's office, where she is treated with contempt. No one wants to disclose the fact that soldiers do bad things to innocent people. When she learns that the lieutenant has gone north, Claire asks her friends to bury her family, and without hesitation she sets off in pursuit. In order not to get lost, she hires a guide, Billy. From him, the girl learns that the soldiers have also hired an escort. Together, they follow their trail. At a halt, the soldiers discuss what happened earlier. Warrant Officer Jago expresses his fears because he is sure that they can be eliminated for what they did. The lieutenant assures him that Carol's family is to blame for what happened. Meanwhile, Claire and Billy also stop to sleep. When the girl closes her eyes, she begins to hear her baby crying. Nightmares do not leave her throughout the night. In the morning, it starts to rain, but the travelers set out anyway. At this time, Sergeant Russo finds a woman with a young daughter in the forest. The man drags the poor woman to his camp and takes the child's mother away from her. Hawkins decides to tie the woman to a wagon and orders them to get ready to leave. Billy takes Claire to the river. The current is very strong, but if they manage to get to the other side, it will significantly shorten their journey. The girl decisively guides the horse into the water. The current throws her out of the saddle. Billy manages to bring the animal ashore and save himself. Seeing that Claire is being carried away by the water, the man rushes to help. After resting, the couple sets off again. They have lost their bag of supplies, so they have to stop at the first house they see. Hunger forces them to steal food and then run away from the angry owner. At night, while getting ready for bed, Claire sees a strange man. He is very happy to have found an attractive girl in the deep forest and is already calling his friends to have fun. Billy stuns the rascal, and they immediately set off. Meanwhile, Hawkins satisfies his needs with a black-skinned prisoner. He talks to Eddie, who accompanies them. The boy has lost his parents and is looking for any opportunity to be useful to the army to support himself. Claire wakes up and sees Billy making weapons. He is preparing to go hunting to get food for them. Hawkins' team is attacked by Blackskin. They kill one of the workers and wound Jago. The men come for their woman. The lieutenant eliminates her in front of them. Picking up the most necessary things, he flees into the forest. The wounded and frightened ensign wanders through the forest. When he sees people, he calls for help. Realizing that he is facing the mother of the baby he took away from her, Jago runs away. Claire asks Billy to stay with the horses, and she goes after the fugitive. Having caught up with him, the woman shoots the man. Jago begs for mercy. The weapon breaks, and Claire rushes at her daughter's killer. She takes the knife from him, stabs him several times, and then beats him with the butt of the gun until nothing remains of Jago's head. Seeing this, Billy is about to leave. But only when he learns the true reasons for such cruel treatment does he agree to show her the way. They find a cart that the soldiers were forced to leave behind when they encountered the blacks. After inspecting the clearing, Billy tries to warn Claire, but she insists on continuing on her way. Waking up in the morning from another nightmare, the girl suffers from severe chest pain. After losing consciousness, she agrees to a ritual offered by the guide Billy. The rite should help improve the girl's health. The man leaves the girl to rest and goes hunting. For the first time in several days, the travelers manage to eat well. Meanwhile, Charlie leads Hawkins' team to a dead end. He did it on purpose to take revenge for everything the military did to his brothers. The lieutenant is ready to offer anything to get out of the way, but the old man refuses. Sergeant Roos does not hesitate to shoot him, for which he gets slapped in the face by the lieutenant, because he eliminated the only person who could have led them out. After another day, Hawkins openly mocks Roos. He hands a gun to Eddie and makes him a sergeant. There are only 4 of them left. They are almost out of supplies, and they don't know which side of town is which. Meanwhile, Billy and Claire find Charlie's body. They bury him according to tradition and set off in pursuit. Now Billy also wants to avenge his uncle's life. They quickly catch up with their target. Hawkins spots Claire and manages to shoot first, wounding her in the arm. The girl goes downstream. Billy catches up with her and offers her to hide. He goes after the horse and comes face to face with Hawkins' team. They beat him up and force him to show them the way to town. Along the way, he makes loud noises, supposedly calling birds. But in reality, he was giving signals to Claire so that she would not get lost. The lieutenant notices the girl and makes several shots in her direction. She wanders around the dark forest all night. The voices from that terrible night are always in her head. In the morning, Claire spots the blackbird Billy told her about. She follows it. On the road, she meets a married couple. They explain to the girl that she is on the main road leading to the city. A passing carriage stops, and an honorable lady sitting in it gives the driver a ride. At some point, she sees Billy running out of the woods. Rushing to him, Claire realized from his look that Hawkins' group was finished. The 2 of them set out on the road together. Seeing a house on the outskirts, the travelers go inside. The dead owners are lying on the bed. Having no other choice, they stock up on food and clean clothes to go on. They see a group of men leading black people away. Claire immediately points a rifle at Billy, pretending to lead him to the massacre. Later, a wagon with an adult couple catches up with them. They invite the travelers to their home to clean up and get some rest. At dinner, the man invites not only Claire but also Billy to the table. Unexpectedly, the young man bursts into tears. In the morning, Harold takes the couple to town. There they come face to face with Hawkins. The furious girl tells Billy to return to the shelter, and she follows Hawkins to the tavern. In front of all the officers, Claire expresses her feelings to the scoundrel. He tries to justify himself to the new leadership, and to silence her, he strikes her in the face. In response, the girl looks him in the eye and starts singing. After that, she silently leaves the room. Billy puts her on a horse, and they ride out of town. At night, Claire wakes up, and not finding a guide, she rides into town. She sees Billy enter Hawkins' room with his face painted, and she takes her revenge. Roos shoots the guy, but he still finds the strength to complete his revenge with the second villain. The couple spends the rest of the night driving to the riverbank. After performing the ritual, Billy sits down on the sand and meets his last morning. Looking at the sunrise, Claire begins to sing. It's all she can do, because everyone who ruined her life has already been punished. If you have watched the video so far, you should know that I am happy to have viewers like you. Thank you for watching to the end. Subscribe to the channel and follow the news. Klontsak Recapped was with you. See you soon.